Steve Elliott here again. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm working on 712 things to draw. This is episode 3 and I am doing drawing 5 and 6. The title for this drawing is actually curlers. I've actually drawn what you could actually get from using a set of curlers, and that is curly hair. I was trying to think outside the box a little bit. I didn't just want to draw a set of curling tongs or I don't know, whatever you could come up with for curlers. So I've drawn some curly hair and I'm using Copic lining pens. I'm trying to find what medium works well on this paper because it's very thin. So the Copic liners work really well. They don't bleed through the back of the paper, and they show up quite nice on the videos as well, so I'm quite pleased about that. And here we are. It's just really an exercise in trying to achieve an effect of hair and putting in the shadows of how the layers of hair would cast shadows over other curls. So nothing too complex. I am finding also that when the page is split into 4, like on these drawings, you haven't got a lot of space to work with in a drawing. So you're doing very small drawings, so detail has to be kept to a real minimum, which is a little bit unfortunate really, because I do like to work on drawings bigger than this. The more sort of doodles really. I suppose when I do the next sheet, the full size drawing of the marching band, I'll have a bit more space to work on, so that'd be more into how I'm used to working. But I was quite pleased with this. I didn't think it turned out too bad. I'm just sort of going in there now, putting in a few shadows. I used 3 Copic pens. I used a 0.1, a 0.7 and a 0.05. And then moving on, the second drawing is a spider. I'm sort of roughing it in with a pencil first just to give me a fighting chance. You notice the ink that's bled through from the previous drawing. I didn't know whether to work it into the drawing or just ignore it. In the end I chose to ignore it. I couldn't really see a way of working it in, and here I'm sort of putting in the shadows of the spider first before I go in with all the sort of furry little strands of hair on it. Again using the same Copic, so I was quite happy with the first one, so I thought I'd stick with them for this. And again, I would have liked to have drawn it much bigger to get in a lot of detail. It was really fiddly, so they're not the sort of best drawings in the world, but it's still fun to do, and it's still sort of keeping my hand in, practicing with a pen. I was quite pleased with the drawing. I stuck pretty much to the pencil outline. I didn't waver from it much at all. I didn't use an eraser at all on this. I just sort of sketched in. I suppose with the spider you've got a fair bit of leeway, which is quite handy really, so it doesn't have to put in too much detail. I should say I'm using Pixabay for my reference images for this, because I haven't got a clue what a spider would look like. If you asked me to draw one off the top of my head, it wouldn't look anything like this, I'm sure. So Pixabay, I'll put a link below, the website where you can get copyright free images, which is really useful. I use it all the time for reference. I'm using a white marker there just to put in a few highlights. And here I went in with Inktense pencils and I just wet the tip of the pencil and coloured it in. Even that, I barely wet the paper, it's still bled through. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bit of a quick one. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, that means a lot. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.